Hey, Molina Mike. Happy New Year, my friend.
We made it, my man. It's about time we get you back on here. I thought you may not have paid your internet bill because we haven't had you on in
Jeez.
so long.
Man, let me tell you something. This is a big year for me. Do you know what year this is?
I mean, aside from 22,
The big 5-0, son.
dang, man, you're 50?
I will be this year.
Golly,
I know. I
Joey.
still look pretty good, huh?
I mean, you're looking good, but I mean, we might have to start planning out some things long term because we don't. You may be on number time here, my man.
Don't know how much longer I got left, but it's a pleasure to do this with you, Molina Mike. I'm glad to know you. It's probably about 15 months ago we met, I think. And
Yeah, man. Yeah, roughly. Texas Open. Um, Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was a good year though, and thanks to you and this other donkey we may have on the show, you guys are uh, you know, pushing me to new heights, and I don't know if I'm getting there or not, but we're gonna certainly reach our arms out and work our asses off and do our best. So
Yeah, we got
I'm
some big
enjoying it, man.
plans. We got big plans. People
We
don't
do.
know about it. A lot of people, I think, have me to thank because for so long you just had your profile, right? And
Yeah,
I'm sitting there telling you, you need a page, donkey. You're dogging it. You're
yeah.
dogging it, just like the show. And finally, you up and got a page on me, and then got a whole bunch of followers. Now you're like the biggest thing since sliced bread. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but we do got big plans. Derby's in the works, and I mean, just so many things coming up in the beginning of the year. So I'm super pumped. But there's a reason why we're on tonight. You um, there was a little thing going on this past weekend. You may have heard about it. There was about I want to say 133 posts, roughly. On Facebook.
Wow.
Um, a few of yeah, and that's being conservative with those numbers. So. Um, But my man killed it. A lot of viewers, man. I got to check in here and there on. It was a lot of viewers. So, anyway, let's bring in Dum Dum onto the show. My man.
Oh, hey
Oh, look at.
guys. Oh, what's up, guys?
What's up, Dom?
You know, just uh just hanging out here with the goat.
Oh boy.
For those who
Uh,
don't know, Dom was actually one of the ones like Joey that's been helping push to grow a lot of things, and um, both these guys are actually like besides friends of mine. I lean on them a lot and ask them for their advice when it comes to certain things. So I got a lot of respect for both of them, even though this guy down here can get on my nerves like no other. Like few people in life, this guy can get on my nerves like no other. So
Put you on
anyway,
tilt.
if he
yeah,
just
and
did what I wanted him to do or told him to do, everything would be just fine. Just listen. He just
he
doesn't listen.
nags like all the time. I mean, it's so brutal. It's so brutal. Anyway, we'll move on before we go and get kicked off from Facebook before we start cussing
Dude.
each other out. So we had a little match, Dom. What was the score of that one, man? How did it turn out?
Oh, it was the end result was 25-20 in favor of the goat.
Look at
Oh,
those
you're gonna
numbers.
do that picture.
Got a little
Okay.
shot
Man,
there of you.
that was a little Jeremy Jones rack right there, which I'll go over, but yeah, 25-20. I won in a really, I don't know, shitty way, if you had to ask me. But he miscues on the break. It's 24-20. He's coming back. He just wins 3 games in a row. I can't. I'm shaking because I haven't
Wait,
eaten
did he
since
even miscue though? Because I watched that one. Did he? I thought he
now.
hit the one.
So he did a Jeremy Jones moment. I can't stand. I'm shaking. I haven't ate since dinner the prior night, so it's like 20 hours since I ate. I can't close out the match. He wins 3 in a row. It's 24-20. He's breaking, and he miscues when he breaks, but he hits the one ball. He thinks he hits the second ball first. Just gives me ball in hand. But to the right, what people don't know is that there's a 50-inch TV um, with a 30-second delay. So we look at the TV, and it wasn't a foul. So I've got ball in hand. It's a tougher layout for me. I'm not gonna run out. I'm super
I'm gonna tell you
nervous.
something right now. If you shoot that combo on me at that spot, I mean, you're getting a cue across the face.
I'm
Whoa.
shooting that combo
1,000%.
100 times over and over again because I can't get out. I'm too
For sure.
tired. I'm weak. I can't run balls as it is.
You're too tired, dude. How old are you?
Dude,
I mean,
Wait
my
a
man's
minute.
over here about to be 50. How old are you?
he looks 50, but look at me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm tired.
No,
dude.
it's the opposite. You look like you're closer to 50 more than Joey Ryan does.
Dude, stop, bro. Take off your hat. Where's your hairline?
I'm just saying.
Hey, wait a
I'm just
minute.
saying, look, it's back. It's back.
Wait a minute.
Hey, but listen, it is what it is.
Hey, am I
Look at this.
hearing that he cheesed the money ball in the last game?
I did
Oh.
cheese the money ball with 6 balls on the table or something.
No way.
But it was an easy combo. I mean, it was not
No.
that there's such thing as an
No.
easy. I just wanted it done, man. The fact of the matter is, there's a lot of work that went into it, and I was a huge underdog going into the match, like a huge, easily 5-game underdog. The guy plays better than me. He just couldn't hit. He couldn't make 2 balls in a row that whole match.
I'd
He
never
played
seen the
terrible.
guy go and hit a ball. Like,
Dude, the guy
ever. Like
plays
the
good.
great unknown is now known. Like that's
Yeah.
the new nickname for him, because
Yeah,
now
that-
he's just known. I'd never seen him hit a ball before, and early on it was a little rough for you guys. And that's putting
Yeah,
it
dude, we're shaking. I was
mildly.
shaking for the first 7 racks, and I don't ever shake in gambling. I never. It's rare that I shake, but I was shaking for 7 racks straight.
That's a lot of pressure being on a stream like that, especially with all the promotion that went into it. And, you know, that's the thing I really want to ask you about, Dom, because, you know, a lot of people said it in the build up to this, like, wow, if professional players could market themselves the way you guys did leading up to this match, you know, they would make more money, they would get more status. You know, tell us about that. Where did the idea come from to take, you know, no offense to you, but 2 regular guys, you know, who play
Right.
decent pool, but, you know, you're not top players. But where did the idea come from? Like, let's just promote this like crazy, get a ton of buzz about it, and then get, I don't know, how many viewers did you have at the peak?
It was a ton. It was 900 and something at one time.
That's insane.
Watching. Yeah, but the numbers are way beyond that. There was consistently 900 and something viewers. So when you think about 900 viewers watching, 930 at its peak or something like that, it started out with 500 to 600, then it went to 700 to 800, and then it stayed between 800 and 900, and then it ended with around 900 and something viewers. So when you look at those numbers, you got to think of how many people are jumping in and out, because I don't have the attention span to watch 2 ball bangers play a whole set. It ain't happening. I refuse to. So there's a lot more viewers, and here's the numbers. So that we were in 10 countries, and we had a reach of 42,600 people.
Wow.
So that's huge. That's huge numbers. Keep in mind that there was 2 pro tournaments going on. BJ Usry was playing, I forget who, which he's a great player, and he's
Mike Davis. I think he beat Mike Davis in the
Right.
finals. Yeah.
Right. So he's playing Mike Davis, right? And you got BJ Usry, 2 people I'd pick over me every day of the week. And they had like 48 viewers. And that's no disrespect to them. It just shows you what marketing could do.
That's
so
right.
When you say, like, you know, what led to it and stuff like that, I think what we did is good for the game. I think how we did it shouldn't be done, right? Like, I think me and Mike talked about it as far as, like, sports shouldn't be a joke, right? It shouldn't be like something that's like comical or something like that. It should be serious, but there's that fine line of humor. And, you know, if Shane and Dennis was to do a match, right, again, I don't expect there to be humor like we did. But if we can have the promotion like we did, we'd go a long way in the sport for sure. But I think we're growing leaps and bounds right now in the last 24 months. If you look at 3 years ago, 5 years ago, what's happened in the last 24 months in our sport, I think we're making progress. It may not be golf, but
a lot of it has, like, these guys have to be more personable. They got to have more personality, and I think that's something that these 2 guys don't go and lack. And
yeah,
I mean, the humor of it was what got us engaged, right? That's what got us emotionally attached to wanting to see how it turned out, you know, and leaning on guys with credibility in the industry, across the industry, you know, it's fantastic. But I'm with you. And yeah, I mean, me and Dom talked, you know, I think there's a way to go and do it. But at the end of the day, it's like players have to be in the spotlight. You know, they have to be willing to get in front of cameras in order to go and have fans. You know, these introverts they may go and be able to hit you with 5, 6s, and 7s, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to get the average person off the couch to go and watch for 4 hours. You know, that was one thing that really impressed me was watching those numbers be as consistent as they were.
You know, those numbers, Mike, if you remember when we were in Vegas and we were streaming the World 10 ball on the side tables and Roy's Basement was sharing it, that's pretty much the numbers we were getting with world-class players and being shared by one of the biggest pages out there with Roy's Basement. And, you know, so think about it. We're watching
Suck it in a little bit, buddy. Suck it in. Suck it in.
We're watching
sit up straight.
Kachi play Fedor on a side table, and we're streaming that, and we have 900 viewers, and Dominick Dunn and Andrew Cleary have 900 viewers. You know, it's crazy.
Now, keep in mind, like, I mean, Roy was busy with family because I talked to him because he was going to do a prediction video, and life got busy for him, or maybe that was his excuse. I don't know, but I like to think that we're good friends. Roy, I never reached out to Roy to share the post. Now, if Roy shares it, the numbers go through the roof. It's just that's what Roy does. It just doesn't matter what it is. If Roy shares it, it's going to get a lot of traction because it's an implied endorsement. If Molina shares something, if I share something, if you share something, right? We're as influencers, promoters of the game, or whatever you want to call us, we're endorsing that brand or that product that they're looking at or whatever. So, you know, we got those numbers without them, which is, I think, for me, I'm super proud of. I think it was awesome. I think there's tricks to it, right? There's stages of the build up, right? And then we had a political prediction by Handshoe, that got a lot of traction online, which was, I think, my favorite. And then we had at the final day, what a lot of people don't know, there's a lot of behind the scenes that people didn't realize, but like when we shot the press conference, it was like 10 in the morning. And instead of Cleary dumping out a natty ice and filling it with water, he literally drinks the natty ice at 10 in the morning for the interview. You know what I mean? Like, how committed are you?
Man.
At one of the scenes, a dog's licking his leg, and he has a stone cold straight face shooting the scenes. And I tried to get Island Boys, right, which people went nuts over that post when I released the Island Boys video. Let me tell you something.
How'd you get them?
So good press is bad press, or good press is still press. It doesn't matter how you look at it, right? That post got 35 shares in a matter of 10 minutes and had over 10,000 views in a matter of like 30 minutes or something like that, right? So you're getting all those views, all those clicks, all that interaction of why would these people ever do something with them? These people are trash. Like, let me explain something. I don't even know what Island Boys are, who they are. All I know is that they have the largest social media following right now. So if we can get them on board to do something, like, look what happened. So many people talked about it after that, you know? And that was hours before the match. But,
well, not only that, but if somebody's scrolling through their Facebook feed and they have a friend who plays pool and they see that video pop up, you know, they might just watch it because, you know, I saw them pop up on a video where they walked out of one of the podcasts that they were doing. And I watched the video just to see what would happen. I'm not fans of the guys or whatever, so I can see somebody seeing that and then, wait, this is for a pool match? You know, let me watch this pool match. What's going on here? And then you guys probably shot the ball into the rail all night, but, you know.
Right. Yeah, it was it's just different. I mean, you steal that audience, right? You steal that. You're trying to get that audience involved.
Yeah.
You know, just like anything involved, you know.
So where did it take me back to the beginning? How did this all come about? You and Andrew just started talking about it. What happened? What were the conversations like?
So you guys see Cleary's videos that he posts online, right? Every once in a while, maybe a couple times a year, he'll post a really good quality video mocking the match room or mocking some tournament, something, right? We've always wanted to play each other. We've broke even in action a few times. My availability is a lot slimmer these days. So if we wanted to do something, we wanted to do it big. Finally, we just said, screw it, let's do it. What Cleary does for a living, I can't disclose, but he is in the media, right? So he works in media. He has the equipment. His equipment is top notch, and That's what he does for a living, is what we did. So people pay companies thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to produce 30-second clips of what we did, or 2-minute clips, whatever. So that's his job. We use his resources, we film it, and there's a ton of editing involved. Like, there's a ton of dead footage that isn't released. So there's a lot of sorting through. There's a ton of bloopers of me failing because I'm not a good actor, and I'm just nervous when I'm shooting the videos because I know Mike's going to screenshot every single thing I do and post it. So I got to be like perfect.
Well, let me tell you, that press conference, I mean,
Oh my God, let's not
Cleary,
talk about it, dude.
Yeah. Your attempts were fire. Let me tell you.
Dude,
but Cleary is just the natural,
Dude, he did that whole thing in one take. Let me tell you something. It took me 30 minutes to come up with the 4 sentences I said. And now imagine your boss is sitting there, right? And watching you do a task. He literally eye rolls me. He gets frustrated. He's like, dude, do you want me to leave the room? Like, what do you want me to do? Because I can't do the lines. He gets up there in one take, dog licking his leg, 10 in the morning, drinking a beer, finishes all of his lines in 10 seconds. It was the sickest thing. Sickest thing.
Jeez.
But we wanted to just do it in a big, to answer the question, we wanted to do something big. It started out where we were going to get some sponsors involved and do a match. We were going to get a Salotto match, and that was it. Salotto was going to pay us money. I don't know if we're allowed to disclose that, but whatever. We got paid to play. I mean, obviously, but they were going to pay us, and we're going to do it. That's it. We're going to release 2 videos and play the match. And then I was just like, listen, if we're going to produce videos like that, why don't we get other people involved? I've been wanting to collaborate with Jam Up for a while. I've been wanting to collaborate with Q-Tech for a while. And at that point, Cleary was like, let me reach out to some people. And then he reached out to all the other sponsors, and we gave them a proposal as far as price to get involved and what we would do for their logo and brand and how we would mention them, how many times, what they can expect. And it was real simple. It's like, hey, pay us this and we'll do this for you. If that works, let's do it. Only one person said no. Everybody else was like, done. It's just done. They seen the vision,
That's cool. That's really cool.
It allowed us, the sponsors allow us to do things, right? So they pay us, let's say one sponsor gave us $250. The green screen we used cost $350. You know what I mean? So like, we can't do the press conference without the green screen. We don't get to release that video if we don't bring high risk involved, So there's little things that it all works together. But sponsors, that's why I always say thank you to the sponsors, because a lot of this stuff doesn't happen without their financial help.
Yeah, no doubt. I think you guys did a good job of making sure everybody got their bang for their buck.
Right.
I was a little shorted. People don't realize, the amount of messages. I mean, we're here. We're around family right now. So
hey, Q-Tech, what do you guys pay? Oh, you guys paid.
The amount of messages that I get from Dom on a daily basis for advice, therapy, marriage advice,
God.
how to be a better friend, a better ambassador. I mean, you name it. The bill's in the mail,
Wow.
And then he comes at me just trying over and over again. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Can you do this? Can you do that? I mean, it's been a long few months, Tell him the truth. Let him know.
You want to tell the truth. We're going to get canceled.
Let him know.
Get canceled. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, every sponsor paid, right? Every sponsor. There's not a sponsor. No, there is a sponsor that, whatever. We're not going to get into it, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. I got screwed. It's my own fault. I mismanaged that one. But everybody. Now, Molina Mike. You got Molina Mike. What's he? You ain't going to get $1 out of him. He's a promoter. He's got one of the largest followings in the billiard industry. His sponsorship is sharing your product. If you get his sponsor, I just want you to share stuff. Well, guys, I released 38 videos. How many videos did my boy share that sponsored the match? What'd you share? 2?
I can't. Listen.
Did you share 2?
I can't go and listen. Nobody wanted to watch that Federer video. I'm sorry, man.
Dude,
Nobody
oh my
wanted
gosh.
to watch. Nobody wanted to watch some of these bland videos, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of them were fire, but 87's a lot of time, man. You know.
Why do you think we got you involved? Like you didn't
And first
know
of
it
all,
was
and Joey
coming?
Ryan, let me tell you, we need to get paid royalties because first of all, these videos were our thing with one PKT power rankings. Okay, getting people to go and chime in on their opinion is what was not an original idea by this guy right here.
Oh my
So
God. I will tell you this though, because me and Mike, all right, one of the things people don't know. All right, so when we say me and Mike fight a lot, we really do argue and fight and
for sure.
block each other and curse each other out very often. We just have the ability to like give each other 48 hours and then we'll back like nothing ever happened.
We can compartmentalize things. That's the
Right.
beauty of it. We put it to the
Right.
side.
Like, I mean, we'll curse each other out, but let's say there's a sale pending that we didn't finish before we started fighting.
Oh,
Like, we'd be like, hey, man, hey, we got to ship this person the glove or something. And be like, all right, man, cool. But if you like, you got to it's got to stop there, right? Like, give it 48 hours. But anyway, we fight like cats and dogs. But one of the things that's important, and this is an important rule for like the industry as a whole, and we don't talk about this because this is like the unspoken thing, right? This is like mentorship behind the scenes, what Mike teaches me. But like, try not and copy other people's swag, right? So like the one PKT videos did the prediction things, like that's their thing, right? Now, everything that had to do with the marketing of this was never my idea. Everything was clear. He's like, I want to do it like that. And I'm like, I want to do a compilation. I want to do compilations. But it wasn't me, because I know what would happen. Mike would hit me with the, why you copying my stuff? Why you doing this? Why you doing this? You know what?
I tell my man to be original. This is what I tell him. I said, listen, be original, be you, and people are gonna love you or get annoyed with you like I am. But either way, we're sticking around. We're sweating what you got going on, whether it's pushing product.
You're just not sharing it. That's it.
Or doing a match. No, listen. Go look. That the numbers spiked when I went and shared it. I mean, the numbers just went
been sewed all over
just
my
went through
table, dude.
It went through the roof. It look at the projections
God.
and compare them to whenever that share happened.
Spikes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let me bring this thing back to earth here. We got some great comments in here. I think it's pretty cool. By the way, Mike, Miguel Hernandez wants his one PKT gear. I don't know what you're doing with
Miguel,
that.
Joey's supposed to ship that out. We need
wow.
We're gonna go and get.
Hey, I'm in Florida right now. And by the way, here I come. I arrive in Florida, right? Been talking to Dominick Dunn for a while. I'm like, oh man, it's like anything you need, hit me up. Anything you need, hit me up. I land in Florida. I'm like, hey, I'm 2 hours. I'm in Port St. Lucie. I'm 2 hours from you, man. Let's hang out. He's like, it's bad time, man. It's just not gonna work.
God, if there's anybody in this chat, however many people are watching, I don't know, but at the end of the day, you can't arrive in somebody's state and be like, hey, let's hang out. I got a kid. I got a girl.
I have 3 kids.
Yeah, but they're not here. I've got a
kid, they are.
Business, everything. Oh, well, that's your own fault. Either way, how do you not prepare? Like, hey, in 2 weeks, I'm coming. Let's hang out. I'd have been like, Joey, no problem. I'll make time for the
Look, I saw how you were with April Larson when she got to town. I saw how you were with the Greek and who was it, Mario He and all those guys. I see how I rate. That's all right.
Dude,
that's cool.
VIP treatment they got. Steaks, the whole 9. Oh, man, never do that again.
Anyway, a couple things here. Let's see. John Tadaro wants to know, what's your top 5 things that Molina Mike needs to work on? So think about that for a minute. George Teashea is wondering if we're coming to Tucson, Mike, you and I. I cannot make Tucson, George. Are you in, Mike?
What, in Tucson?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I won't be able to go. No.
Okay, he's not going to be able to.
Plans for Derby, unfortunately, George. But I am looking forward to that Predator event. It is full, and we will see you out there in Vegas, though, for sure, buddy.
Yeah, they sold that event out. It's remember last year they had trouble filling a couple of the events, but this one sold out. And a couple people, when we mentioned the Island Boys, I guess they didn't see the video. So while you guys were talking and fighting and bickering like 2 little girls, I went and downloaded the video. So I'm going to show it right now for people.
Oh my God.
between Andrew Cleary versus Dominick Dunn, but I just want to say Andrew is the best, and Dominick you cannot win. Andrew is the best pool hustler in Florida. Dominick is trash.
How cool was that?
Well, I'm glad
You still didn't answer my
again.
question. How did you get them, Dom?
Money solves everything, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yep. $250 later, we get the video.
That's pretty good.
Hey, man, it costs money to promote stuff the proper way. I mean, listen,
If one of your sponsors would have kicked up $250, you would have been in good shape, but you had to come out of pocket on that.
No, sponsors paid for it.
Oh, okay.
We got paid good to do the match.
Yeah,
I was teeing it up for him to dog you out, Mike. Guess not.
Yeah, no.
Well,
he's
Mike
not,
don't pay. He's
not that,
hey, there's
he's
times
not that good,
dude. Oh, guys, every time he owes me money. He owes me money all the time, Mike. All he does is comment in the PM plus whatever I owe you. Never pays. He don't pay me. He don't pay. It just tabs it up. He tabs it up. This
is what happened. Dom will owe me money for months on end. Months on end. He'll forget about the amount, and then whenever he goes and buys something else from me, then he'll start off like a fresh tab. Meanwhile, that other 300 from 2 weeks ago, are we just gonna forget about it like it didn't happen?
It's a new month, homie. It's a new month.
Moves,
if you didn't collect, that's not my problem.
He moves good, whether it's on the pool table, online, on Facebook, and this is where I gotta give credit because I love busting Dom's balls, but he's got the skin to go and take the heat because there was a lot of haters, and he rolls with it really good. He rolls with jokes really good, and he plays all right,
Dude, let's talk about the haters on a serious note, though, right? I could be wrong, guys. Now, besides the U.S. amateurs, which are people that play Joey Ryan speed, like that 700 area, top, low pro level, top amateur level, we're not top amateurs.
People believe number one player in Florida.
Guys, let me tell you how
you had people believing you're the number one player in Florida.
All kidding aside, I don't know how many people know this, but I got a lot of hate messages, right? So, like, during the match, after the match, like, I know this sounds like some celebrities type stuff, but I'm dead serious. I have screenshots I could show anybody. I won't, but whatever. I mean, people really, really pissed that I'm not the number one player. That, like, they tuned in and watched this and they feel manipulated and lied to. And, like, my response to them is just like, hey, man, all views matter. We appreciate you. I'm sorry, but that's like, I'm glad that our marketing worked out. We appreciate your viewership. But, like, I mean, dude, cursed us out. Like, just some off the wall stuff. But doesn't matter. What I wanted to say was, what an amazing, this is the biggest thing that I think is, that I'm super happy for personally. Everything else is whatever, the numbers, I don't care about that. You had two regular Joes, amateur, mid-level tier league players, let's say, if we were to play league, battle it out for a nice chunk of money, a lot of ego, all that good stuff. And you had Jeremy Jones, who's the greatest commentator, arguably, of all time. And then you have Raymond Linares, who's a U.S. amateur champion, who's an extremely technical guy. So you had two people commentating the entire match, telling you, this is not the right shot, this is the right shot. You see, like, he followed through that shot. But did you see the last shot? He didn't follow through. Look, he makes a great shot, and then he decelerates the next shot. Like, he's saying all these things, and you're learning, and you're seeing all this stuff. He's telling you proper pattern play, everything, dude. It's so sick that we had the ability to produce that. But what's sad at times is that people are so focused on trolling that they didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? There's some people that were going hard in that chat. I mean, just dogging us, and I'm cool with it. I don't care. I've been on camera enough times. I don't mind it. But dude,
we know you don't mind it. We know you don't mind it.
No,
we know. Listen,
Tom, you're absolutely right. People engage in, name calling, all kinds of stuff online when, they're not in front of you and stuff. But I think you hit the nail on the head. If somebody genuinely watched and took advantage of listening to Raymond and Jeremy their game
They were
probably
great.
improves a half a ball. I had two guys I streamed playing one pocket out in Phoenix, and I commentate, but I was like, you know what, my one pocket game is not like top notch. Let me see if Scott Frost is free. Got Scott to commentate this match. Two good one pocket players, but Scott commentating, it's better than watching Scott play in a way, because
He really does
when
commentate
Scott
very well.
plays, you don't hear what Scott's thinking. You just see what Scott's doing. Right?
Tony's good
When
at that
Jeremy
too.
plays, you don't see what Jeremy's thinking. You see what Jeremy's doing. When you're playing, you see what Jeremy's thinking the whole time. And I think that's crucial.
It's huge.
And folks should go back and watch the match again and really use that to their advantage.
Yeah, we're getting the clicks like regularly still to this day. Like the numbers are still going up a lot because people are viewing it. I mean, like, doesn't matter about me, like whatever, man. Like I got up in the box and I played, but it's not a surprise. I get in the box a lot and it is what it is. But just go watch the video. Like we're already paid, right? We're not going to get paid anymore if you watch it. We're already done. Just go watch it. And from an educational standpoint, if you're like that 650 and under, kind of that range of Fargo, skill level 6, 7, 5, 4, whatever, you'll learn a lot.
Yeah. So that was sponsored by Salotto, and I had a little Salotto match myself when I first got to town. I actually went through North Carolina. It was kind of getting the Salotto warm up for your guys' big match. I played Mike Davis up there in North Carolina. It didn't go great for me. I drove 62 hours before the match.
You had chances.
Yeah.
When I got to my brother's house in Maryland, Molina, when I got to my brother's house in Maryland, he was like, it was so funny listening to the Molina commentate. He's just sitting there like, Joey. Joey. Oh man. But talk to us a little bit about the Salotto app, because I found it really intriguing. I got Mike Davis turned on to it, and I was thinking about, like, here I am, Dom's ignoring me, he's not going to have me come over, I'm just going to go up the East Coast and try to play people. Of course, family got in the way, stuff got in the way. I did get a match in with Mike. Coming back home, I had to beat the snow back down south, so I really didn't get to play anybody, but I think the concept is golden. Tell me your thoughts on it.
So we're fortunate in Florida that we have Fargo available to us. Our directors use it, league operators use it. So I mean, it could be used more in Florida, but we already have that. There's a few directors already doing it, and tours. There's states that don't have any Fargo established people. Like they don't have anything Fargo related in their state at all. They don't have established Fargos. They don't know how to get it. Salotto's that answer, right? There's a lot of tournaments around the country that based off of Fargo, like Vegas has that huge gunslinger $6.99 and under. You can get paid like 30 something grand if you win
$1,000 entry
for $1,000 entry, and you can win 30 grand for first place, 15 for second. Stupid. And then that's $5.99 and under, $4.99 and under. They have all of it.
They had a 580 and under that I commentated. It was amazing.
Yeah, I tuned out because you were commentating, but there's so many of these tournaments going on. I throw them, and whatever. So it's important to have a Fargo established. Some people listen, the road player don't exist anymore, right? You're not going to see that often. So if you want to just not get a Fargo because you want to sneak up on somebody, good luck, have fun. We have the internet. Somebody's going to take a picture of you, throw you a photo online, and they're going to know who you are, right? But that app is super simple. It asks you 6 questions, like what's the game, 8, 9, or 10 ball, the race, the size table, the location, the time, and invite the player. And then you start it, you play the race, you submit the results, and boom, and then it affects your Fargo. It's extremely simple, right? And I think it's huge for the states that don't have it. If you're using digital pool, you're using Fargo already, right? That's awesome. But there's a lot of states that don't have it. If I'm Salotto, I want to identify what those states are. I'm sure they already know this information and probably advertise more there with influencers and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's a good tool.
Not
perfect. It's good. For sure.
Yeah, and it's coming a long way. And I think the thing that really got me is just meeting the two guys, Reed and Colby. They're all in for pool, man. And I love partnering with people like that. That's one of the reasons that, I'm partnering with this guy sitting here next to me. People
Those guys are awesome, man. They really are.
They are. They
One of
love
the
the game
things-
and they want to do right by the game and right by the player, and I think that's super cool.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go anywhere in the country to go and try to match up. And
Right.
I travel a lot, Joe. You travel a lot, Dom, whenever you can as well, and not just whenever you're on the road, but even players in your area that maybe you don't know, or whenever you're traveling, even if it's just a little bit, you can find guys, find a game, match up. You're not gonna have to worry about how well they play or don't play. It'll tell you right there based off of their Fargo, and it's super
Mhm.
convenient to go and use. I really think it's just a genius tool. And if you go to, we're going to be out there in March, and we were out there, in September, was it, Joey, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
August, I
that,
think.
yeah, I mean, the amount of league players, and Fargo's just, it's it, man. Anywhere you go, it's what's your name? How well do you play? And if you try to BS them, they're going to look you up, or like
Right.
Dom said, they're going to be able to figure out who the hell you are. So, it's a way to just have transparency, match up fair, man.
Yeah.
The idea that I had when I was going up the coast is I was going to pop into every pool room I could possibly pop into, and I was going to play people for $100. It'd say I'll play the best player in the house for $100. I'm curious, what Fargo rate do you think a person needs to be to break dead even on a game like that, where you're going to pop into just any pool hall and play the best player there for 100?
Well, that's why
Fargo
Dom
would
was
you-
dodging you.
Well, I know that's
Yeah.
obvious, but I'm just
Listen,
curious. What do you think it is?
Joey can get played. Joey
Is
can
it
get
650? Is it 720?
He's
Like,
in. He's in Florida. He's in
I think
Florida.
I think your Fargo's. If you'd had a task and drive around the country, I think where your level of speed, it would be the break-even point. Because how many people your speed are actually going to be at the pool hall? So you're going to get
Right.
some of them that actually there, and then you're going to get a bunch of duns, right? And you're going to run over a dun. I mean, not me, but the other duns out there, you'll probably win. But
I guess
think
there's
your
got to be a
speed-
limit, right? Where if they make a phone call, it's got to be a 30-minute limit or something. Because if somebody takes an hour to get there, then you probably need to be a 720.
Trying to keep you on
if
ice,
they're,
buddy.
if they're calling people, you're in a bad game. Nobody calls a dun to come to the pool room. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. That ain't
So,
happening.
Dom, what's your next big endeavor? What you got going on?
Well, we're always doing different projects, and I don't know, trying to twist, a few things different. I think me and Mike are going to Derby.
Besides being in Facebook jail.
I'm in Facebook jail for 30 days. So that it is what it is. Oh, speaking of this, why I'm in Facebook jail, talk about being, marketing stuff good. The post goes in Pool is Not Dead, a 60,000 member post group, says who's the top five people after Shane and Earl Strickland, right? Guess where your boy Dunn lands? Number 4, number 5. No, number 5 and number 6. Out of all the players in the country, Billy, whatever, so say all these people, I had like 40 votes. I was creeping up on Oscar. Oscar had like 50 something votes.
Wow. Send me.
Hey, who added your name in there, Dom?
I don't know, but all I know is people went nuts voting.
You don't know. He went in there and said, if my name's not in there, then this post isn't legitimate. He goes in there and tries to go.
I added it. As soon as I saw it, I put Dominick Dunn in there.
So Joey adds it. People randomly see my name and just start picking it, right? And I commented, if I'm not top 3, I'm reporting this post. Well, I wound up going to Facebook jail after my next comment. But it was just funny to see, like, people really, I got a lot of fans. You know what I mean? Don't be a hater, Mike. Don't be a hater. I got like 8 cue balls, signed cue balls going out the door.
You're right. All 40 people.
You're a trip. So what I have in the works, I have I'm going to throw a big tournament April 1st through the 3rd in Florida. We throw a big old party. We don't throw just like a tournament. Tournaments are a dime a dozen. We throw like a big old party. Prior to being in the billiards industry, I was on in nonprofit organizations, which I was like event coordinator for them. So I have a lot of experience planning large events and conventions and stuff like that. So I just throw a big old party, right? We're going to have a car wash out front for everybody that comes through the parking lot. We're going to wash your car for free. We're going to have a bounce house for the kids, a selfie station. We're going to have a 96-player bar box tournament, like 2,500 added, a 9-foot event, just all types of stuff, quarter flipping. It'll be a whole good, huge production. So if any sponsors, while I'm here, want to sponsor the tour, you can let me know. And Yeah, we'll do that. April 1st through the 3rd. I'm going to Derby with Mike in a few more weeks. I think we're gonna go. We don't even have a house booked. We don't have nothing. Our flights.
Is this
booked,
true?
nothing.
Is this happening?
Is what true? Which part?
He better
I didn't get
be going to
invited.
Derby.
Well, I mean,
This
it's
just
Derby.
got awkward, boys.
It's Derby. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be going up. I'm probably gonna be going up with the Divinis. This will probably be my second to last week home, so I'll be going up there early. But yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it, and Dom's gonna be there, which will be great. So, I get to see. I get to see my brother again, and the one thing I like about him, and this is why I can't block him, is because he's a go-getter and he busts his ass and he works hard, and it doesn't matter what he's involved in, you get 110%. Sometimes like a little too much. He's like that Chihuahua, like nipping at your heels sometimes. You gotta kick him off.
Prediction videos were too much. That's why we wanted compilation, but we didn't get it. But
hey, what'd be fun? Why don't we do this? This would be fun.
Say it again. Let's say it again.
Yeah. Nope. Why don't we do this? Why don't we?
It's a little sensitive.
What is your prediction for the Derby one pocket, Molina? Who you liking that?
Well, I mean, it's wide open now that Dennis isn't there. Even though race to 3, I don't really think there's too much of a favorite. It being played on 4.5-inch pockets, I really do think opens it up quite a bit. I guess if I'm gonna go with someone, I'm gonna go with John Mora taking the one pocket. A little bit of a dark horse.
What do you say, Dom?
Yeah, I like Jay Hall. Yep, I think him getting second really lit a fire under him, and he really wants his face on the banner.
You remember when we were talking about?
Did we have something last year? Oh yeah, Cleary won all the events last year, but yeah, it was 2 years ago.
You remember we were talking about?
Hold on, Joey. Hold on. Are you going to shame my pick?
Can I get a word in there?
Shame my pick. So you're going to pick a guy who you're going to pick.
We can do it last longer.
You're going to pick a guy who just got a brand new equipment and is not used to playing with a Revo on a one pocket, right? Which my horse just beat your horse. So
who cares? It's Derby. Billy beat Jay Hall. Would you want to go and stake Billy even against Justin Hall playing one pocket?
Listen, Joey, he was done talking. Go ahead, Joey.
No.
I was just going to take Billy. Actually, I was just going to take Billy because when we were talking to Jeremy Jones, he talked about how the conditions out there at Derby really favor Billy with the bigger pockets and fast cloth.
I say we do a dinner last longer. Winner plays dinner.
All right, I got Billy.
I got Jay Hall.
Oh, flip the coin. Let's go.
What do you got, Mike? Mora?
Yeah, I'll take Mora.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I'll take it.
Yeah.
How about that? How about that Bigfoot? I got a pick in that.
Who do you got, Joe?
Who you got?
I like Omar.
I'll take Shaw.
Wow, way to go out on a limb. You go with the guy who got second in the one pocket to win the one pocket. Now you get the guy who I think is defending champion. Go and pick him. Golly,
no, I only.
This is why I had to save him so many times from betting.
No,
and
dude,
a lot of people don't know this. I had to save him because he thinks he's too dangerous for himself. That's the problem with him.
I'm picking Jay Hall out of emotion because I really want to see him get it. Like I see what it means to him. Like I seen it when he got second. He was broken. Like he really wanted that shit. I bet he's going to do real well.
There are a few moments that I remember of Derby, and one of them is when I'm there watching the finals. And I think when Jay Hall tied it up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he tied it up to make it 2-2. All you hear is "Let's go!" is Dom just yelling at the top of his lungs in the middle of that of that arena, and I still remember it to this day.
I bet 1,800 on that last rack.
My favorite Dom moment was when I guess he was staking or had a piece of the match with Chris. And I guess Chris had a bad back and won the match, and Dom comes up to chest bump him, and he completely turns away. He's like, "Leave me alone."
We were betting 1,300 on the guy. He just wins, and I'm super excited. I don't think I've ever bet that much at that time, and I wanted to chest bump my boy.
He wasn't having it.
No. Now he's blocked me.
He hit him with the Heisman.
He blocked you, Dom?
No, I don't know. You never know with Gentile. He's out there.
Omar's a pretty good pick though because his 10-ball break is very underrated. If he can get that pop, he can go and do some damage. I like it.
Who'd you pick, Mike?
I'm gonna go with Lee Van. I think Lee Van's a very underrated player, and one of the fiercest gamblers out of anybody on earth, really. So,
I really do like your pick, Mike. I think your pick is amazing. I think you really analyzed this well. What I'd like to see. I'm going to release a list, right? And I'm going to pick my horses on the left side in the dungeon, and Lee Van's always going to be on the right. I want you to bet that match, whatever it is.
Okay, so I get Lee Van in blind in whatever match that they go and do,
and we can bet
I'll take it.
Okay. How about we?
Are you going to be able to post it though? I'm just curious.
My God!
I'm just saying, is it going to be you or is it going to be Jen? Because last I heard, you may or may not have been in Facebook jail. I just want to know, so when I see it, is it the real deal or is it not? That's all I'm saying. You just let me know,
Joey.
Just
you
let
see
me
what
know.
I mean? Like we're trying to have a relationship here, and he's just got to go for the jugular.
I will take Lee Van blind in his first match. How about that? It don't matter who he goes and play. I will take him blind.
Can we bet 200 though?
Yeah, and then who are you going to go and fire on? Let me guess. You're going to go and take Shane in his first match, Mr. Gambler.
No, I don't want to bet
Mr.
Shane
Big
on the
Spender.
Bigfoot. I don't want to bet Shane on Bigfoot. I want to bet Shaw. But it doesn't matter. We don't have to bet Shaw blind. I'm just going to take your Lee Van, and then we'll do a dead even one next. Lee Van's blind. You got Lee Van blind first pick.
So I get a bet blind.
Yeah.
And you get a cherry pick based off of the next one.
No.
I get it.
No. I gotta write this down. I'm gonna forget these picks.
Oh, don't worry. Mike's gonna PM me right after this podcast is done with the list of our bets. He does it every time.
All right, let's see. Betting. You have Jay Hall.
For the record, Dom quit. Listen, and speaking of, there's Nick DeLeon. He'll teach you about betting with me, buddy. And Dom learned his lesson very early on in our relationship. Dom may go and talk a big game now, but the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, is that man don't want none of that smoke at all. He refuses to. I have tried when he was.
It's not about that. You pick him so bad, dude. You run so bad. Here's the problem with betting you. You get so mad. Like if I say no, you get mad. Like if you're stuck 500, what's a nickel? Stop crying. Like it's a nickel. Right. Relax.
Right.
But he starts guilting you like, this is what this is who you want your daughter to look at. Like, you're just a quitter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't got any shame when it comes to my money and trying to go and save it from going away from me. Let's just put it out there. All right.
Oh, he starts throwing threats out there when I got him stuck. It's ridiculous. But I can tell you this, my record against him is not that good. That's fine.
Tell him the story about you going to go collect that one time when you had that one guy who was stuck and what happened. You want to go there?
No, dude.
That one may not be made for the podcast. That may be some, for later on.
Get demonetized here?
Yeah,
platforms.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, by the way, Nick DeLeon, welcome to the podcast. Nick DeLeon just had a pretty strong third place finish out there at Hard Time.
My man.
He ran into Amar Kang.
Amar played amazing that set.
Yeah. And then Oscar beat him. So I think Oscar won that event, and he finished second in the one pocket.
Yeah,
I believe
he did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Homeless.
Shout out Golden State Billiards. Check them out.
Congratulations, Nick. That's a Molina Mike horse. I think pool player podcast sponsored player too, right?
That's right.
I've seen the logo on him. He
shipping him some cash tonight. Get him to these events.
All we do is pick winners because Joey's got the guy who comes in third. I get the number one player in Florida. I mean, all we do.
Whoa! I'm not your player. I just don't get that twisted, homie.
What do you mean?
What
do you mean?
You don't sponsor me.
I can show you a picture. I can show you a picture on the. I don't sponsor you. Guess
what? No. Hey, is Nick in the chat? Let's talk about this now, Joey. Now, this is why we fight, Joey, and this is your fault for putting me in this podcast. Nick DeLeon, Molina Mike, sponsored player, horse.
You don't even know the message that I got from Dom instantaneously. He says, "Is this what we're doing now?" He was so offended that I announced Nick as my guy,
look at Nick's
player.
name. It's Nick DeLeon. It's his dumb name. Like, how does he get your first horse pick? Like, come on.
I'm gonna send Nick the link to get in here.
I've been your boy since day one, and then all of a sudden, Nick DeLeon likes a post and shares a post of yours, and now he's your number one player? I don't get a poster? I still ain't got a poster. I'm 61 and 0.
No, it's coming. It's in. Listen, I'm working on it. As soon as we're done here, I'm making it. As soon as we're done here.
Nick, congratulations. What I like about Nick, though, on a serious note, is he reps his sponsors well, and I think that's what this industry misses. A lot of people just say, I want, and they don't do nothing in return, no matter where Nick is at. And if it's a bigger later opportunity, he's dressed to the nines in his sponsor's clothing, and I think that's important. So you deserve your whatever Molina Mike banner you got or whatever that was.
Dude, I've been backing you since I brought Dom out of, before he ever had that poster behind him. I had to go and teach and clean him up and teach him what to do and what not to do. If people knew how many times I had to call Dom and say, "Are you for real right now? This is what you're doing." You need to get yourself together.
Way.
You have.
I tell you what, a lot of times we have superstar pool players in here talking to us, and the people in the chat are just regular people to check it out, fans. Today we got Dominick Dunn. All the great players are coming in here. We got Nick DeLeon, Blake Baker's in here. You're
Blake
bringing out all the stars, Dom.
Blake plays really good
Baker.
pool.
Let me tell you a story about Blake Baker. I'm betting the U.S. amateurs, and this dude with the hairline of I don't even know worse than me comes up, and I'm like, who is this guy? Like, he's gonna play my friend in Florida at the U.S. amateurs. I'm gonna bet a nickel against him. Well, let me tell you something. I know who Blake Baker is. I know who he is now. That dude plays jam up. That kid's a good player. He's
sponsored by Jam Up, too. I think Damien's sponsored.
I know. That was the plug, dude. When you explained the joke, it killed me.
Okay, my bad.
He's wearing the Jam Up shirt, too. Come on.
Just a little fun fact. Jam Up's got a promo going on for $25 for tees right now. So grab them. It's this exact one along with the different colors, $25. You can use Blake's code if you want.
Yeah, by the way, Blake's a solid dude too. Same with Nick. If you guys see them out and about, you see them in a tournament or whatever, go up to them, talk to them. They're cool guys. They'll give you some advice on your game, talk to you. Solid fellas there. Agreed, so wait a minute. Let's finish off these last longer bets. I say we do last longer bets, $50 each for all the events.
$50.
I don't do anything cheap, and I don't do anything friendly. So if we're gonna do
4 events,
doesn't matter.
100?
Doesn't matter.
No.
What are you doing, Joey?
No, negative. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Negative.
What do you want to do? 500?
What are we doing? $50 a thing. What are we doing? I ain't not even gonna go.
I'm buying a house, man.
I'm not gonna buy the stream for $50. Like, so what?
It's like $80 for the stream. I mean, we're gonna.
Joey.
We got to win 2 to get
out.
Even.
Well, see, the difference is I take somewhat wild cards. You go and take Jason Shaw on the Bigfoot.
Well, I take my favorite player. What do you want me to tell you?
Let me tell you something. If Dom is betting on the heavy favorites, let me tell you, dude, it's a lock that he may be one and done. It's a lock he's going to be one and done if Dom bets on favorites. I don't know how many times that Dom is firing on speaking of Dennis, because we talked about him earlier, right? I don't know how many times Dom bets on Dennis in one pocket against someone where he's stealing. I mean, just dead stealing and betting it. And somehow Dennis loses. It happened so many times. Over the last 6 months.
That I run bad. There's a few people that are stuck to me, but let me tell you something. There's a lot more people that know my Cash App that don't. I mean, I pay it off every event. It's disgusting, but it's simple, man. Like, hopefully we don't get flagged for this, but look, every event, you go to the Dunnski Dungeon page, I'm going to post my picks. You can bet me. You can bet as high as you want. I don't care. It's just got to be a continuous bet. The same bet on every single bet you pick. We'll bet you. I'll bet you. And you'll have fun sweating it. That's my little bookie sponsor moment.
So after all that, Mike, somebody should message Jason and let him know that Dom's picking him for the Bigfoot so he can practice a little harder.
Word will get around.
All right, so what are we going to do?
We'll bet 100 each. We'll bet 100 each.
At least 100 each. I'm not going to go and watch for less than 100 each.
Okay, last longer. One pocket. Dom, you have J Hall. I have Billy Thorpe. Molina, who'd you pick?
Mora.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bigfoot, I got Shaw. You got Who you got?
Omar.
Oh, he's got Lee. You got Omar. Okay.
Wait a minute.
What's
Time out? Because if Dom's gonna go and pick Jason Shaw, and you're gonna pick Omar, Dom's laying us some odds. Dom's laying us like 8-5. If we're gonna go and take the quote unquote dog. So you can have
Oh,
Jason and you can lay 8-5, and I'm gonna go
Why
and
am I
take
laying-
Lee Van because
No.
you pick the obvious. You pick top 3
No.
favorites, dude.
No,
Shane,
dude,
Filler,
go shave your beard. Stop. Next. What's the next
Shane,
event?
Filler, and Jason. Top 3
I don't
players.
want Filler. I could have took Filler, but I didn't want him. Could have took Shane, but I didn't want him. I'm
So
sorry.
I'll tell you what, Mike.
Since you're
crying so much, you pick the Banks first. Go.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Banks. I'm gonna need a second think on Banks.
By the way, is Brumback playing? I know he said he was retiring.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I might take your guy. I might take Omar Al-Shaheen for the Banks.
Cool. I'll take Sky.
Ah!
What a shock. What a shock. He takes another favorite. Look at him.
How is that a favorite? It's Sky Woodward. Dude, right now he's spinning a spinny wheel for a Mewtwo right now. He ain't hitting balls.
Oh,
Stop.
my God.
All right, I'll take Justin.
That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
and then
How do you
nine
not yell
ball.
at him? Why do you not yell
Because
at
you're
him?
laying, and it doesn't matter. You're laying 8-5 on everything. It doesn't
I'll
matter.
take Shane. That's fine.
On what? What are we doing?
Nine ball.
I can't
Wait.
even deal with this shit. What are we doing here? Listen, first of all,
Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's do nine ball, and let's take Shane, Filler, and Jason off the table. We got to pick somebody else.
no,
right, I'll
Dom can't
take
play
Fedor.
now.
I'll
Dom
take
can't
Fedor.
play.
It's
He'll take
fine.
Fedor.
Yeah.
What a shock. He's dead serious too.
I'll
He's
take
dead serious.
Fedor.
This is what he does. This is why people.
Is Fedor
block him.
in
This
it?
is why I've almost blocked him. Yeah, of course he's in.
Yes,
This is
he's
the
in.
first
He's
year back
playing
after being
Ryuto
21.
tonight. Back pocket 10 ball. He's not even He's not even playing good 9 ball right now. He's playing 10 ball. I'll still take the underdog Fedor. No big deal.
You got Fedor?
What do you got, Joey Ryan?
I'll go last. Go, Mike. I'm still thinking.
I'm gonna take. I'm Fedor. Oh God, this is why I can't stand you sometimes. I'm gonna take Kazakis.
All right.
I'll give you 8-5. All right, next.
I am gonna
listen. I'll
take-
double down on. That's what you want to do. You want to give me 8-5? I'll gladly take Alex, and you can go and throw some more at it. That's what you want to do.
I'm going to take Sky.
That's actually a really good bet. Sky plays monster.
Why does he get the compliments every time? Oh, Joey, it's a really good bet. He takes Jay Hall and Banks, and he takes Sky 9 ball. The best USA 9 player, and then you got the best USA banker. Oh, such a good pick, Joey. Joey, such a good pick. I get yelled at.
dude?
So
Because
stupid.
you take the obvious favorites every time.
Dude, he
Dom.
just picked Jay Hall and Banks. He's the best banker. Come on.
I'd like your side. I mean, listen, I like Sky.
Wait a minute. I
longer
took
than
J Hall.
Yeah, I like
you
Sky
did.
going further than J Hall. All right, so who's gonna win the all around?
Are we doing that too?
Yeah,
Might
Sky's
as well.
winning the all around. Sky
Dude,
is
listen, you
winning
can
the
afford it.
all-around.
You can afford it, Joey. Relax. You can afford it.
Sky's
Damn.
winning the all around. I'm taking Sky first.
All right.
He's playing good one pocket. He banks well. 9 balls his game.
I'm going to take John Mora.
That's a really good pick.
Thank you, sir.
A
See,
really good pick.
it's just whatever I say, people compliment me. I can't help it.
I'm gonna take Fedor to go and win the all around. I think he's
Wow.
yeah.
All right, I got a spreadsheet here, boys.
Yeah,
I got
I
it.
like it. I like it.
All right. So I got a spreadsheet. We will.
Of course you do. Of course you got a spreadsheet going.
Dude, no, hold on a second, Dom. You're one to talk. You write down everything. Dom sends me pictures of notes like 47 times a day. What are we talking about here?
So what's in the future for everybody? So Joey, what's in the next 6 months that you're working on?
You know, I'm hitting 2022 hard back with the player interviews. That seemed to be the thing people liked the most about my podcast. And it was, frankly, it's the hardest thing to schedule. There's probably 50 players out there that said they want to do it, and I want to do it. But then when it comes time to connecting, it's just difficult. I mean, really good players. Dennis Hatch, Keith McCready. I'd love to interview Blake. Blake's in here now. I've already interviewed Nick DeLeon. I like getting those guys that are kind of up and coming, you know, that maybe people, they're not everyday household names.
It could happen. Listen, I will.
You see now the first question. Dom, tell us how you guys started playing pool.
As Joey is mentioning names, Dom is just shrinking like ever so slightly every name that he goes off that doesn't include Dominick Dunn in there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So you're gonna be hitting the player interviews. That's awesome. That's good to see. I'm pretty sure we'll all like to. I think it's good to see the insight into their story. You know what I mean? We don't get a lot of biographies out there, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we got couple other things we can't quite talk about yet. Molina and I kind of partnering on some things. I call them every day with a new idea, and it's just a matter of what we're going to execute on. But
don't say that, Dom. Listen, you can't say that around Dom because then I'm gonna get a message in the call after this is done with, and he's gonna get real in his feelings about it. I mean, look at him; he's already stewing. He hears that he may storm off right now. He may there's a good chance he may storm off right now.
This is a real funny story that I don't think Mike's gonna mind me sharing. But one day I'm trying to figure out sponsors for my tournament. Right? I want to go big. I want to get all these sponsors. I said, Mike, I need a tip company. Oh boy, I got you. Don't worry. Here, use this company. I'm friends with them. Tell them I sent you. Thanks, Mike. Boom, another brand. Here, tell them I sent you. I get all these sponsors. I say, hey, Mike, man, I need some more help. He's like, what? You need your underwear changed now? No, man, I need a glove company. All right. Well, you know what? There's not a lot of good margin in gloves. How about we create our own gloves, Dominic?
Oh my God.
Me and you, and mano y mano, we collaborate together, best friends, doing a big deal. I know I do a lot of stuff with Joey Ryan, but I want to do something with you, Dunn. You. All right, bro. Appreciate it. Let's do it. Long story short, shit happens. We don't do it. I get so butthurt with him. I order 200 gloves my own self. And then
you ordering gloves now? You ordering gloves?
Bro,
now?
I ordered my own gloves. They're going to be here in a couple weeks.
Dunnski Dungeon gloves?
Yeah. You're going to love them. I can't wait to ship you one.
You guys are awesome businessmen. It's like there's no margin in gloves. Let's make our own gloves.
Yeah. There isn't. I mean, it's just facts.
He didn't tell me about this, but yes, Dom got really upset with me. He called me like he called me nonstop for like 2 weeks straight, wanted to like discuss every little thing, and it was kind of like just one of those things you say. Yeah, he gets over the top, but anyway, yeah, I'll wear a glove. You can send me a glove.
Funny.
It'll be good.
It's funny.
It'll be good. Yeah.
So he's doing that. Mike, what are you doing in the first 6 months of 2022?
Making money. Covering the game.
Juicy coming down the pipeline that we don't know about?
Always, man, but you got to stay tuned for that. You know, it ain't for the 11 o'clock show. So we will
again,
we got
another dagger. Not for the
we
show
got a
that
lot
you're on. Okay.
We got a lot of stuff. We're working on. I'm really excited for 22. I'm excited to have two guys in my corner like you two, you know. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. The pool world's really on the upswing right now. And we're all just trying to like leave our own mark and you know, be positive and you know, so we're trying to
promote the game.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, I got something to show you guys. Hold on.
Dom will be promoting Dom and we'll be promoting the game.
I want to get this.
This is right.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's great.
Hold on a sec, guys. I'm uploading something real quick. I want to show you before we go. Hold on.
We've been on this for over an hour already. Man,
yeah, I know. Time flies when you're having fun. But just so everybody can remember, we're going to document it for history. This is what we got. Look it over. Make sure it's right.
I mean, I love my picks.
Yeah, you take favorites every time. I mean,
we should not allow them to take Sky twice.
Dude,
what do you mean?
That should have been the rule. You can't take same guy twice.
Somebody wins. When whoever wins the banks has the biggest shot to win the all-around. So if you pick the person in banks, you got to double down on the all-around. That's just facts. Come on, man.
He picks the most obvious players in every category. I mean,
oh my God, dude! Why do you get so butthurt, man? Like,
it's all right. It's all right. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
Is this how you want to look? When
Lance says that Dom's stealing.
Lance,
listen,
here's the best part.
You can lay 8-5 and get action too.
Let me tell you something. Everybody thinks that I steal when I put these lists out. Hey, I want to sweat $1 on this match, right? I'll take Shaw over Dominick Dunn. Everybody thinks me taking Shaw, I'm Stone Cold Steel. Let me tell you something. I don't get there. I'd never get there. It's sick. It's sick. I can get the Stone Cold nuts and I don't get there. It's so sick.
Hey, Dom, I just got to tell you, I didn't get one lick of appreciation for doing this chart in Dunnski's Dungeon colors.
Wow. See, see, when I hang around with Mike a lot, I start to not look at the little details that people do for me. And I'm sorry. Like,
it just means his nose is in the air. That's what he's doing.
Remember when I streamed the European match? And I put your scoreboard up with the blue and the gold?
Oh, you don't even know. He was the planning of that. He was like, "Did you notice that, Mike? Did you notice that?" No, I didn't notice that. I didn't.
That was a couple days of mayhem, man. But that was fun.
This is why Tina can't stand me 99% of the time, because I don't notice a little thing.
That Euro project we did, that was a lot last minute for all of us, and we busted our humps, and it was a great success. It's little things like that if we can make the difference. Like when we got involved with the April thing, you guys interviewed her. We got to raise a nice chunk of money, which maybe a lot of people don't know this, but I manage April. I co-manage April Larson now, but I mean, when you get to look at some of the things of like what it costs to be a player, like to compete all these weekends, every weekend with hotel, flight, rental car, dude, those donations that you guys raised, that we all raised, it goes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference for people. And if we can keep doing that stuff like that in 2022 and make a difference, and whether that's you educating players on their backstory, get that fan connection, a little bit more of a connection. They like that player, but they didn't know that fun fact about him. I think we grow the game, and I think together we can do it. If we share each other's content, and that's like everybody in the chat. Like a share goes a long way.
Here we go.
So
here we go.
If we can like come together, let's do it.
No, you're right. Dom, I know you guys joke around a lot, but there's a lot of good people in this industry that are doing good things for it. And I think we all grow as we work together. Right. Yeah. So obviously there's companies that can't work together. They compete against each other.
Right.
But if you think about it from, the podcasting angle and what me and Mike have been doing with this side of it, and what you do with the tournament director and the promotions and running your group. I mean, there's opportunities to work with like-minded people in this industry, and it's just going to grow the industry and make it better. So
Dom's making people uncomfortable and making people go and step up their game. And everybody in the pool world needs that. Needs a kick in the ass to kind of, it's time to ratchet it up, and go and do it that much better than what we did it before. So
yeah, we just gotta always be better. I don't know. Well, I don't want to be the same Dunn I was in 2021.
We don't either. We don't either.
Oh my God. I was about to get on this. I was about to get this motivational speech going, boy. Thank God.
My bad. No, my bad.
I just think I think if we can keep pushing one another and not like shame each other, and not like, oh, he's a competitor, I'm not going to support him. Like, it ain't about that. It's there's plenty of food to eat on this table if we can support one another. Because at the end of the day, if we grow the game, we all eat. And sometimes we're going to fall short, and that's okay. We're going to learn. Sometimes I might do a project that's dumb. Sometimes I might piss off a sponsor. I think like in the few years I've been rocking with a lot of sponsors, I think I fell short recently with one, So, and I learned from that, and I just try to be a better person, It's all we can do.
Molina will forgive you. Don't worry.
No.
You don't forgive easy. That's it. No. When I fall short with something, that boy rips me a new one, and it'd be 30 minutes.
Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know the amount of times I've gotten on Dom.
I got it.
If I didn't listen, this is what I say. If I don't, I got expectations for all of my friends, and I expect them to go and do things to a certain standard. Dom's no different. Joey's no different, and I get that back in return. Because God knows I'm not perfect. So whenever I go and dog it, they go and check me and make me be better, make me be uncomfortable, and push myself to do things outside the box. And I'm always gonna be grateful for both of you guys. You got. I know I bust Dom. I give him a hard time quite a bit, but he also knows that I got a lot of respect for him and a lot of love for him. And I'm not going to share 87 videos, but I will go and support him no matter what it is that he does.
Oh, man. Well, hey, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. This has been a lot of fun, Dom. By the way, like our new thumbnail, this is going to be on YouTube and on the Facebook videos of this. What do you think of that?
I like it. I think it's
pretty
good.
Cool, right? It's pretty
I
hot.
think it's cool.
Yeah, Mike likes it too.
I like it.
But Brian Francis is asking, where can he watch the Cleary Dunn match? Let people know if they haven't seen it, they want to go check it out. Get the expert commentary from Jeremy Jones and Raymond Linares. Where can you go to watch it?
So I will go in the dungeon in a couple minutes, and I'll share it at the top of the feed. But if you go to Dunnski's Dungeon, you will see the post. But it's probably easier to go to Billiard live stream. But if anything, I'm just going to share the post of the dungeon so it's fresh. It's the top listing, and you'll be able to watch it there.
And guys, if you're not a member of that group yet, join. What are you up to? Like over 5,000, almost 6,000?
Yeah, it's stupid. We're at 5,400 people in the group. Join it. It's cool. Listen, we share a bunch of a lot of it's like I share all Molina Mike's informative posts, so you guys are caught up with the pro pool of the world. We'll share all the pro tournaments coming up, all the top amateur tournaments, raffles, anything and everything pool related, and we'll do some fun projects here and there. So join. We'll fundraise. I think I'm about to do a fundraiser for some juniors. So we got some cool things in the work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
you can do a
thank you,
fundraiser.
guys.
Maybe you can do a fundraiser for that tab you got with me.
Dude, I don't even owe you that much.
That you've
Stop,
had for a
dude.
few
Stop
months.
being
You're
thirsty.
about to.
I'm just
You're about to. Check it
You're
out.
like Joey Ryan. I owe you like $300. Like, relax, dude. Jeez.
I'm just saying.
You're like
I'm
Joey
just saying,
Ryan.
hey.
Hey, before we go though, there's a few things. I don't know what inventory Mike has. I know this is a little awkward since we're talking on 1PKT, but we got Jam Up t-shirts for $25 on the website, and we got some 1PKT t-shirts too on sale. So go buy some, and we'll go do it. Support the people who support you.
Awesome.
Wait.
See you guys.